Toya, do you think so? Do you know the statistics behind like our marriage rates and divorce and such?
I don't know the exact numbers, but I know. I mean, it's a higher rate than 50% of black marriages don't last more than maybe like 5 years or so.
Yeah, the divorce rate. Yeah, and then our divorce rate is even higher than the average. So the average is 70. Excuse me, 50% divorce rate, right? And then the initiation is by women, and that could be for a multiplicity of reasons, right? You know why she's doing the paperwork first, right? It could be multiple reasons, right? The speculation is that she not willing to stick it out. That's what a lot of the men will say, right? But I use this analogy. My son never tells on nobody because he always the one doing something. So he don't got no reason to come and say, "Daddy, somebody hit me." No, he usually doing the hitting and the tackling and eating everybody food. You know what I mean? So he don't got no reason to do no paperwork, right? So there's, we can speculate, but our rate of divorce is higher, and then we're married less, and then the forecast is right now it's black men are married at is it what is it 39%, and then black women at 29%, and then
27.
those. Sorry, go ahead.
27.
Yep. And then what? And then the forecast is 83% of those men are married to black women now. In 4 years, I think it's 4 or 5 years, it'll be 76% forecast though. So that can fluctuate. Um, but this is the state that we in, you know, and we got these. The reason why these old clips were important because it's the same thing people complaining about today. And so how we are identifying these people that we're coupling with, and it doesn't seem like we're doing a very, very good job at all. So now Tiff and Saad and Callie were just talking about who vets for you and what does it look like. Do you agree, Toya, that we aren't good at vetting for ourselves?
Definitely, because sometimes you're doing things for convenience. Sometimes you're doing things for the right now. A lot of people are like stuck in relationships because they really can't afford to break up. Or a lot of people are in relationships because they just don't been together forever, so they just keep sticking it out. Like people are married for 30 years and they sleep in separate rooms, but they're too uncomfortable with the idea of what other people are going to say. So at the end of the day, yeah, we don't necessarily think in our rightest, clearest mind when it comes down to we live in the moment. We're right now people.
Hmm.
It sounds irresponsible, huh?
I mean, I don't know who let us out here to be adults on our own anyways.
Damn.
Like what the heck? We just guessing every day.
So what the hell? Adulting can be ghetto sometimes.
It is raising kids and everything. Like who just said, "Here, take this baby home after 3 days at the hospital," and that's it. It's just on your own.
Baby.
Yeah, no, it's definitely difficult. It's definitely tough. So you agree with my sentiment that we are not good at vetting.
Definitely. I'm
Now,
on
what do
marriage
you
number two, so yeah, definitely.
so what do you think? Okay, so what do you think about the 10% difference in black men being married and then marrying out at almost a 10% difference
Or
and
as staying
seeming?
inside of the culture. I mean, staying
Mm-hmm.
inside of our race. I definitely think it's easier. It's an easier way out. When I see a black man with another nationality, I just feel like he kind of took a little bit more of the easier route. I understand black women are strong, and we're going to be vocal about what we will take and won't take, and things like that. So I usually feel just instantly if they with a white woman, I'm automatic like, yeah, he took the easy way out because she gonna bow down, she gonna submit, she gonna do all of the things. It's just okay, she gonna wave that white flag. And you might not get that from a sister. So and that's the number one complaint most men have is just that we too rough, we too tough, we too hard, we too stern, we too strong. And they need someone that's just gonna kind of bow down a little bit. So
Wow.
That's what they think
You
so they
think
can get in it.
that's what I used to say. Like, if that
Nah, nah. Wait. Do not run her points over. Toya says she sees Duke with white girl, and he took the easy way out because they are less difficult.
So they think. But
So they
okay.
think exactly, but that's typically
That
what most men
is,
will say. They'll say,
yeah.
"Well, I didn't have to fight. You know, black women got too much live. They too strong. You can't tell them nothing. All all of the things." And I mean, we're this way because things have happened throughout the years that have
Mm,
built us to be this way. We had to be this way because all of the things
mm.
that you guys mentioned, like, incarceration of our men and things like that, we had to stand up and be both in our households. So, of course, we were raised by strong black women. So, in terms, it's just some things we just ain't gonna accept. Now, the other cultures might accept you cheating or, all of the things, and we just be like, I don't gotta stand for it. So,
Okay. Yo, yo, listen, listen. Nah, I hear you. I just don't want to break it all the way down.
go ahead, give it to us. Give it to us from your male perspective, because I mean, I've heard it. I work in a salon, and I've definitely worked in barbershop mixed salon type deal, and I done
Mhm.
heard the guys talking, and it's just like, boy, what?
Nah, but Toya, though, take this walk with me. You saying it, and you gave reasons why your disposition would be less inviting than theirs
Mm-hmm.
because of what we allegedly been through as a culture. And I'm only saying like because everybody doesn't have the same experience, but we understand what you're saying. But the easy way out, I would then look at the in the mirror and say, these women are doing the things that the men are asking for, and he's making a poor decision by going to them. That just
It
don't
typically,
make like
it
because
typically only go once they get successful at that.
what's that?
A lot of the men, once they make it, that's when they decide, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over. They'll struggle with the black woman the whole time they struggling, but the moment they get to a certain level, then all of a sudden here it comes more opportunity, and all of a sudden you see that change. And then they say, oh, I was just tired. I was just tired of having to deal with all of this with the black woman, and then they switch over, but it don't add up.
Would you give up? What would you sacrifice your peace for?
Sacrifice my peace for?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you sacrifice your peace every day for them kids.
Okay, so
So your
kids.
family, you'll sacrifice a little bit of peace to hold down, keep your family safe and take care of your household.
If you had to start a business with somebody who was peaceful versus someone who was a challenge, who would you pick?
The challenge, because I'm the peaceful one, so I need that opposite. My husband is the challenge, so yeah, and we business partners, but it works because he gonna say no, straight up no, and I'm gonna be over here like, well, so we got to have that balance.
Okay. Everybody's so quiet, right? I'll be carrying this group for 6 months. I just, I just don't know if y'all heard what Toya said.
Yeah, yeah, I heard it.
You
Toya
said
said they
her
picked the
point
easy way out
that
by going to a woman who's willing to be submissive, softer, not argumentative, etc. Because she don't come from the same potential traumatic experiences which molded her in that way.
But you can
All
still have traumatic experiences and still be molded in a way where the man is still going to pick you because you are more peaceful than what a black woman may or may not offer to you.
wait, what?
say one more time.
Okay, so you can still have traumatic experiences from a different race, different culture, or whatever, but that man is still going to pick the woman who he deems is more peaceful,
Okay.
despite what your traumatic experiences are. So
Okay.
whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're Hispanic, so forth and so on, like the man is going to go where they see peace.
Right.
And
Thank
then in the future, things can come up where, oh, this ain't what I signed up for, so I'm about to jump ship, or oh, she argumentative, she not cooperative, she's not submissive, she's not this, I'm gonna jump ship. Um, and I say that because all my brothers, don't date. Their significant others are not the same race as we are. They're outside of the race. So I say that to say, like, at the end of the day, man, a man is gonna go where the peace is, despite whatever traumatic experiences you bring to the table. Granted, black women, like, yeah, of course we do have more traumatic experiences than maybe someone from a different culture, but
So are you saying that black women are not peaceful? Like, I need clarifying like 2 points. One, like there's such a thing as the spicy Latina. There's such a thing as an Asian tiger mom. Like there are other women that can be deemed to have attitudes or be aggressive, and it's deemed as cute or desirable. So are we saying that black women in mass are not peaceful people?
no, I'm not saying that particularly.
We're portrayed that way. In the sense they always want to make the black woman the big bear.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Okay.
like
like
we're
I,
angry. Like the angry black man, it's always the angry black woman.
we could be as peaceful as we can be or whatever, but if we trip about, oh, why you didn't change your sheets or something like small, it could be like the difference in him picking me or picking somebody else, or
I,
just like something very like minuscule.
so you're saying black women are volatile?
Not at all.
Well, you said if you're
Hold on. Wait. Well, here's
volatile.
the thing, Tiff. She's saying men are going where it's peaceful. The perception is that black women are less peaceful. That's what, and then Toya just followed up. That's the portrayal, right? But
Yeah.
then it was also said that because of the circumstances in which you guys come from, you take on a different disposition. And then it was also said that if we see a black man with a white woman, he took the easy way out.
I heard all of that. So the underlying current is that black women are difficult, challenging. You're not polite. You're going to be volatile. Like it's not being said, but that's what I'm hearing.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that could be the mindset of the man. Like they're gonna go where it's peace. They're gonna go where it's no pushback. Whether that's with the black woman, a white woman, so forth and so on. Like any race could be volatile. Any race could have trauma. Like, but he's gonna automatically go where it's peaceful in that moment. Like Toya said, like he's gonna go where what he feels in that moment.
And what is your brother's experience?
Um, well, they're different. um, to be honest, I don't know because I don't really like communicate with them like that. But one of my brothers, I mean, that's all he's dated. Like that's all he's bought home. That's all he's been around, or that he's bought home, and that I've like been exposed to from him. So I don't know what his experience is, but I just know he does not date black women. None of my brothers do. They're all with Latino women. I'm the only sibling that dates within the culture, and my parents, obviously. But yeah.
But it's kind of different though, because y'all are also in Cali. So in California, from my experience,
It's more acceptable for sure.
acceptable, but it's just like a lot of the men that when I was in Cali, they didn't date black women. So it was like either I'll be alone or I date a Hispanic.
You know what's ill? What you're highlighting, Saad, is when these men get around women of other cultures, they select them. So we have a whole bunch of Latinos too at home, and you see a disparity for sure. So what? Because it's a speculation, right? But what I'm saying, what you're saying, right? But you're saying when you were out in California and they had access to those women, they selected those women based on what you saw.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot too, like at home and all that, you know? So what does that say, right? Did we talk about what they complaining about and does it have merit? Or are
I
they
mean,
taking the
if
easy
we,
way out, which is
I don't
it just
I don't think
oh.
it's the
so
easy way.
like,
I don't think it's the
so,
easy way out. I'm gonna just make it real quick. From what I've seen with a man who was dating Hispanic from when I lived in Cali, and because I knew her, it was just like I don't want to say she was more cooperative, but she was down for the ride. Like she helped. Like it was just more like I don't think it was just it was a lot of pushback.
Why don't you want to say more cooperative if that's what you're describing?
Well, yeah, she was more cooperative.
No, I'm just saying we having a conversation. So say the thing so we can continue to mine through it. Go ahead, Toya, and then Callie.
Another other cultures are taught to like cater to, like, you know, like for instance, if you look at what is it, like the Muslim women, they have to cater like hand and foot to their husbands, and a lot of the Caribbean women as well, they are taught to like literally cater to. So it's just different cultures in general are taught differently. So typically as a black woman, my mama ain't teach me to be just catering to nobody. Like, yeah, you might fix that man food, you know, you might cook and do all of those things. But as far as like these men can't clean in the house, like they don't have gender roles and all these different things. It's just like a woman does this and that's that.
And that's a great point, Toya, because that's another thing. Like when I did have the experience with a lot of Hispanic people, a lot of them are in like relationships from like 18. Like they start early. And then also from my experience with Jamaican people, they also push marriage like early on. So I don't know if it's just a disconnect on how we brought up or what, but yeah.
Well, I want to make Callie. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You want to say something? Go ahead.
Okay, so from the people that I know, like personally or whatever like that, the ones that did date outside, they're not any happier than what they were when they were with black women. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different set of complaints. So, like for instance, the young man that I know that's like, how old is he? He's 24, right? He used to date black women. He's now with a white woman or whatever. She lazy as hell. She don't want to do no. These are his complaints. She lazy as hell. She don't want to do nothing. She don't want to work. She don't want to contribute. She don't clean. She don't do none of that kind of stuff, right? The other one that I know, he was with a black woman or whatever, and he's like, I think he's like 40, 47, I think. He like about maybe 10 years ago he went and remarried and with the Latina woman, but it's his complaint is it's all the same shit. It's just in Spanish now and he don't understand what she's saying.
Yeah,
But
I
you know,
guess.
that's my anecdotal shit.
Well, what you have is you have a speculation of you know, almost 30% dating women of other races, and that continues to incline. And then you have that coupled with passport bros and all this other shit, right? That is growing, right? It's not decreasing, you know. And then we're looking at vetting. Is if Toya's right, what does that say about the vetting process of black men? Are they assessing it differently? Are they looking at that? They're absolutely saying, "Hey, I need these things, and I'm willing to go outside to get them." If we're admittedly saying, let's say it is 50% because of what we've been through. Now our disposition has been like molded differently.
From what I can see or whatever, it's the perception of the same behaviors being deemed negative when it comes from us, but it's not so bad when it comes from another race. That's what I see. And it's that perception that it's going to be different, and then when they get into it, it just ain't.
Well, but that way, what Saw said would be uh adverse to what you're saying. She saw the Latino woman conducting
Hmm.
herself in a way that stood out to her, and that's what the men are also saying. So, are you saying that the two men that you know are more of what's more prevalent than the one that Saad knows, and then what the men say?
No, what I'm saying is it's not like there's no complaints. There's just it's different complaints or it's the same thing, and it's just perceived as being not so bad. That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
so you're saying there's similar issues that are happening, but are they like as opposed to being at a 10, they're at a 5 or something like that?
No, they're gonna take it as a five, but it's still the same behavior. So if they're displaying the same behavior, it's not perceived as so negative because it's coming from somebody else. It's like that whole it's that exotical shit or whatever.
Mm,
Somebody else do the
yeah.
same shit, then it's perceived as something different, right?
Okay, I
Or
understand.
or if they have different complaints or whatever like that, this is still it's there's
I
still complaints. There's just a different set of problems.
and this goes into the show that we've been doing for 2 weeks. The show that Relly and I was Rel, that we did today. We constantly justify and excuse poor behavior because that's what I'm hearing, Callie. And I don't think you're doing it on purpose, but like literally, the men are saying that they're getting treated better, and then our retort is she treating you the same. You just accept it from her and you don't see it the same as you see me, but it's the same behavior, as opposed to addressing the fact that there is a difference because you see a forecast of an uptick of men leaving their women for women of other races. Men talk to men a whole lot more. Yo, B, come to this place with me, come to that place with me, etc. Here's the treatment we get, and then like what Toya was saying, they're brought up in a particular way to cater. Cater almost
Mm,
sound like a four-letter word. Like, do you guys think that y'all cater? And I'm saying black women, or do you think that mantra holds true for the women of other cultures?
I'm Southern, so that was just an expectation. And him, you've been around me, and you, I guess, experienced it. Like I don't believe that that's not a thing that black women do. Like that's, I don't think that's a thing. Like fixing a plate, being nice, being pleasant, making sure that things are taken care of, making sure like you're dutiful and like taking care of your husband. Like that's
Well, see, that's the thing though. Toya said it. Toya ain't lied yet. Toya podcast is about to be fucking 100,000 subscribers, right? She just getting started. But
okay.
she's just saying what she's seeing. She's just saying what the sentiment is. You know what I'm saying? She's saying what those coaches are. So we're looking at the prevalence of behavior. And so when now we're looking at vetting, you can have it, Mike Toya.
I
I'm
was just gonna
looking at
say, and it's not that black women don't cater. It's just it's not in our, we wasn't taught to do it in such
yeah.
a great deal that they were. So of course, like, like I said before, yeah, fixing the plate and cleaning the house and doing the basic things. But it's still a little bit of, like, my husband pissed me off. That cater going out the door for the, you fix your own plate, it's on, the food is on the stove, like, so it's not in me to automatically feel like I gotta cater to you at all times because that's just what I was taught and how I have to do it. That's going to depend on where we at and what's going on, and maybe that could be a part of that attitude. Part of a black woman type of deal is, I'm gonna give you the same energy you giving me. So if you doing everything you supposed to do as a husband, then I'm gonna continue to do what I'm supposed to do as a wife. But the moment we get a little bit out of line, it might be a week you might not get your plate fixed. I don't cook the food, but again, it's the food, the pots on the stove, and that's gonna be that. So, but if I was the woman and feel like I got to cater, then maybe I would be like, oh, I just got to do this because this is a part of what I do. Nah, I'm doing it
Toya,
because I'm being nice and because I
Toya,
love him.
Toya, you gotta chill. You gotta
Oh,
chill.
for real.
So
Toya,
wait, Toya, Toya,
Toya,
Toya.
Toya is cooked. Yo,
So your
yo,
catering is
man.
conditional on what you and your husband are going through at that time?
Yes. Yes. I'm
Shit like that.
caring
Shit
because I
like
love
that.
you,
Shit
because
like
I
that.
care
I
about
told you
you.
she ain't lying. She
But
ain't.
the
She.
moment you're not giving, it's equal. We gotta be it's give and take. So if my cater to is only for when I care about you, I'm not just catering to a stranger. I'm not catering to every guy that, just random guy. Like, I'm catering to someone that I care about. And you get that cater to, like, when you just on girlfriend level, you might not get that same level of cater to as when I made it to wife level. Because if I was catering to you as girlfriend level, well, how I was gonna ever get to the wife? Like, what's the step up? What's the level up?
I understand that, but I think she's saying,
Nah,
okay,
she said what she said. You don't gotta interpret.
no, I'm not trying to interpret.
She said what she said. Go ahead, Bandita. Go
My
ahead.
love
Talk
isn't
your shit.
conditional though. Like, I still love him regardless. But yeah, that cater to is mine. Is mine is
Yeah.
circumstantial.
Damn.
Well, I'm not married, so I can't speak to that
But
degree,
you gonna be married soon, girl.
but um growing up in my household, I was because and also I grew up around boys. I'm the youngest of 8 kids. Or yeah, 8 kids. So and I'm the youngest girl at that. So I didn't grow up in a household where, oh, I'm catering to you and it's based on how I feel about you for the day. Like, no, I cater to you, and that's what it is.
Right.
Like Tiff said, growing, it depends on how you raised, right? Like how you were brought up, what your values are, what your morals are, what you believe in, what you don't believe in, things like that. So to cater on like a conditional, it's like, what do you want to do it or not?
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes you
That's
don't.
just how I feel about it. Like either you want to do it or you not. Don't
So
half ass it. So if you're gonna do it all the way.
so Bandita, right? This is what the men are saying, right? You heard? They're saying that when they date out during their vetting process, this
Yeah,
catering stuff, how they're treated, right? The submission is prominent and
yeah,
present and prevalent in those women. No, I don't think any of them said it's not without, right? Trying times, right? You know,
yeah.
the relationships happen like that. But they're saying that this disposition is prevalent during their vetting process. And I'm starting to see a decline in black people married to black people, right? I
Yeah.
talked to a statistician where I got that forecast from. It's not just me being like, oh, it's going to drop by 6%
Yeah.
in three
Hmm.
years. You see, and now men are talking to men. The shit getting around. Yo, nigga, follow me to Colombia or whatever. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Hmm.
you know, like, and it just, and I'm just listening because I'm talking about vetting
Right.
and this thing, this cooperation thing, compliance thing, seems to be missing. And men are saying, you know what? I'll get it from somewhere else.
In
Six
black
percent is a
culture,
big swing. Go ahead, talk your shit.
no, in black culture is what you're saying.
Yes,
Men
ma'am.
are
And
saying,
I'm just looking at the men moving on. You know what I'm saying? Going the other way with it. My
yeah,
brother, his girl is white, right? And he made a video like some years back. I don't know if I got the video still, but he like, yo, I stayed out till 6 a.m. I called her, no arguing, no nothing. He said, I asked her what she wanted to eat. She said, give me a burrito. He said, I ain't do shit, but she ain't give me a bunch of lip and shit. Fuck y'all niggas. That's what he said. He was mostly talking to me, but with that part. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him though. You know what I'm saying?
So what was the goal of
Um
that?
so,
To say that they don't have to respect white women?
good morning, Sherelle.
Good night. I mean, so what was the goal? The goal of that video was to say that you can walk over white women in ways you can't walk over black women. And
He
are
said he
black
was
women? Are we just?
no. Well, let me tell you the source of the video. He said he was out with his mans in them. I don't know what time the club closed, but if the club closed at 4:30, and then you at Mickey D's, that don't seem like it's a far fetched thing.
Oh, so both of y'all go get chicken nuggets at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, seen that nigga eat a whole 12 pack of tacos from Taco Bell.
What? Oh, that's disgusting.
But he built strong though. You get y'all met him.
Taco Bell is disgusting. That's what I meant.
That nigga ate them shits like he need to be on the commercial getting paid for it. But I'm just saying that the time frame made sense based on when the club let out and all that. You know what I'm saying? And boom, she wasn't all in his face about it. I'm simply saying that they're looking for the disposition, finding it elsewhere. If you're going to say that means she got walked over and you would never go for that, it's just more of the same.
Mm,
That's all.
yeah,
Cece said
you know
next week.
me, sayonara. You know.